All right, everybody, it is the first week of February 2016, and this is the first midweek market breakdown. In this video, what I'm going to do is I'll show you some trades that I've had throughout the week, and then I'll break down the markets and share with you some trades that I'll be looking at for the rest of the trading week. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me just share you my screen. There you go. All right, so I'll start with a review of a couple of trades. I'll show you this one that was on the dollar CAD on the 60-minute. This was a cipher pattern that completed this morning. Now, it did hit first targets right here, and it has not hit the second targets. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this is because this is one of the things that you want to take a look at and analyze when you're doing your back testing. When price comes back up to the entry point that we have, what most people do is when they hit the first targets right here, they move stops to break even. So that means that when price comes back all the way up to the entry point, your position is taken out for a break even, the rest of your position. Now, the downside to that is that when price comes back up and stops you out, it can definitely come back down, hit your second targets, and you're not going to get that if you move stops to break even. The upside is that if price actually penetrates your stop right here, instead of having a loss, you actually have, a half of your position is not a loss, because you did move stops to break even. You get that profit. Pretty much everything else after that will be a free trade. Now, that's something that you have to analyze during your back testing. On cipher patterns, it might be a good idea to do that because your target ones would be less than a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So if you lose and you kept your stops where they're at, then it could be something that a little bit more than what you gained from your first stop. So that's one idea that you can think of. The other trade that I have is actually, it still has not hit the first targets, but this was I believe it's a Gartley pattern. Yes, this is a bull Gartley pattern that completed also earlier today, and it hasn't hit first targets yet, but it's still not invalidated, so it's still valid. If price comes back down, you can still take advantage of that one if price comes back down to our entry point. And there is that bigger cipher right there on the 60, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. So let's start our market breakdown with the euro dollar. All right. Euro dollar here, price is consolidating at that point. It is coiling quite a bit. It looks like it's forming some sort of a triangle pattern right there. So let's go down to 240 and 240. This is a close-up look of the consolidation. Doesn't look like it's presenting any sort of advanced patterns. So we really don't have any opportunities there, at least not yet. Let's go to the dollar CAD. Oops, let's go to the daily first. Okay, dollar CAD, Price had came back down to that structure level that we were looking at last week. It did respect that structure level, and it is now bouncing back up. Oops. Let's go to our 240. And let's take this out. 240. No opportunities there. Let's go to 60. Here in the 60, let's see if it meets. Yes. So in the 60, there's a possible cipher pattern right there. If price comes back down to let me redraw our first cipher. You have this cipher pattern right here. If price comes back down and hit our targets in the 618 level right here, and comes back down to hit the 786, we would have another cipher pattern. Oops. Another bull cipher pattern right there. It's not the prettiest looking one, but it is still a cipher pattern, and it's still completely valid. Now, you want to make sure your stops are below this X level and below that 39 even right there. And targets, of course, are going to be the 382 and the 618 for target 1s and 2. And it's about 59 pips to first targets. Now let's go to dollar yen. Dollar yen, we have still not violating any highs right here. We did come up to that previous structure level, but looks like it's coming back down now. Let's go to our 240. All right, 240. It looked like there was a pennant pattern right here. Now, I'm not a pennant pattern trader, but sometimes you want to think about what other people might be thinking. So it did complete and hit those. I think the traditional targets would be the same leg of this move, the same distance. So it did hit that. So let's go down to the 60. Now, for those who are not pennant pattern traders, what you want to do is you can analyze it a different way. You want to take a note of where people usually take their targets or entries on traders that does pennant patterns, and you want to see if anything coincides with your market analysis. Like, for example, there is a structure level right here. Right here. So, and that's about where that breakout happened. Now, what I'm waiting for is for price to come back down to this level of structure, and then find a reason to enter on the lower time frames. But since price is not there yet, that's not something that I'll be looking at for today or this trading day. Okay, let's go to pound dollar. Okay, pound dollar, we're still bearish. We haven't violated any highs. Let's go to the 240. All right, the 240, however, is actually closed above this high right here. So it's stair-stepping up. It could always be this is the big daily move right here, and that could be a retracement. And on the lower time frames, you could obviously that retracement is gonna give you a different view or different bias. So let's go down to the 60. Looks like there's something there in the 60. Let's see. It's a pretty small pattern. And it is a Gartley pattern. Pretty small. But we have it right here. Completion point is at the 127. You want to make sure you're below that 43 even. First targets would be at the 382, and that will be about 39 pips. That might be, it's not the prettiest pattern also, but you probably see it a lot better on the 15-minute on that one. But we saw it on the 60, so that is a 60-minute pattern for me. Let's go down to the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar violated these lows, retraced, and then respect these structure level. To respect that structure level, looks like it's coming back down. Let's start with our 240 first. Okay. Now in the 240, there actually is a pattern right here too. Let me double check. All right, yes. So there's also a pattern right here that's forming. It's a bigger cipher pattern on the 4-hour chart. And that's here to here. And on the 786. So there's about 3 patterns right there. This is the bigger pattern. You want to make sure you're below that 68 even right there, below your X. First targets would be on 382, about 92 pips. Still ways away though. So that's something that's maybe later on in the week or maybe next week. The next one would be this pattern right here. Let me just delete this first. The next one is this 60-minute cipher. It's a little bit bigger than that Gartley that we are in. And first targets on that one is about 69 pips of profit to first targets. Now, when this one will actually stop you out first. If you are wrong with this trade, it would stop you out before this completes. So if price comes back down to that level where we entered, or our entry point, you could definitely take advantage of that and take them to first and second targets. And if it does hit the first and second targets, it would still also be valid, that bigger cipher pattern. Let's go to the New Zealand. Okay. Nothing there. So let's go to 240. Looking like we're might be closing above these highs. And 60 did close above those highs, but no opportunity at this time. Let's go to Euro Yen. Euro Yen, we are in a bearish trend, and this is a good example of a harmonic move. Now you see right here that we made that harmonic move down, and the retracements are actually about the same size. So that's a good example of a harmonic move that also followed structure, because if you notice, this price actually had respected structure, looking left, and now looks like it's going bouncing back down. So let's go to Euro Yen. Nothing here on the 240. Let's go to the 60. Let's see, 60. Okay. Another ugly looking pattern right here. This is a bull bat pattern. Okay. And that would be XA. And down to the 886. Stops are going to be below that X level. Targets are going to be the 382 and the 618. First targets would be about 89 pips of profit. And now, lastly, we'll go to pound yen. Pound yen, still bearish. Go to pound yen. Let's go to the 240 first. Nothing here. A 60. We have another bat pattern. This one looks like it's a better looking one. A B, B to C, C to D in the 886. And first targets would be about 130 pips to first targets. Risk in here is probably going to be around the 90 plus pips, because this pair specifically have a huge ATR. So you want to be mindful of that when you're putting your stops. And let's go back to... All right, so that's it actually for today. Now, do me a favor, guys. To be completely honest with you guys, I've been trading for a while, but this whole education, putting out content to help other traders in this whole crazy world of trading is pretty new to me. So if you have any suggestions about the content, or if you want to maybe see something new or other things like trainings or anything like that, you can put it down below in the comments. Just tell me what you think, or any other suggestions. If I see anything that's maybe workable and something that maybe a lot of people would want to see, I'll do my best to get something out to you about that. And I do believe that time is very it's the most um, valuable thing in the world. Actually, it's something that you can never replace. So every time that you watch my video, I want it to be time well spent. So I do need your help with giving you a better content. So yeah, just put down in the comments what you want, or any suggestions that you can think of. If you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you'll be notified of any new videos that I'll be putting out. Also, if you learned anything here or got something out of here, or you thought this was a pretty valuable use of your time, hit that like button. And also, don't forget to check out my website. I do have a website. It's www.tradingelevated.com. You can sign up for the email I put out whenever I have any free stuff coming along. All right, well, I'll see you next week. And again, good luck, traders.